Welcome back to Gardening by the Barn. Thank you once again to the garden crew for tuning in to another video. And if you tuning in for your first time and you hadn't subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Click on that like and click on the share. And don't forget to click on that bell so you'll be notified when I put up new videos. And drop me a comment. Talk to me, garden crew. For today, garden crew, it's been a long season, but it's time to harvest these sweet potatoes. We're going to go over here and we're going to check them out, and looks like they about ready. I can just take a glance at the leaves from here and they look like all of them, some of them dying, and they look like they starving for some water, but they ain't going to get no more water because I'm about to take them out of there. So, y'all stay tuned and stick around for me, garden crew. We got action. Well, garden crew, I've been trying to post this video for the past 2 to 3 weeks, and it just wouldn't let me. I already had the video made. If y'all go back and look at that last video I posted, I told y'all I had the video, but it just wouldn't let me post. So what I ended up doing was I had to redo the video. So I deleted the video that I had, and I made another video. I tell you what, garden crew, there's always going to be something not only going on in your garden, but when you're trying to share what's going on in your garden, it seems like there's always going to be a problem. But nevertheless, we're taking a look at these cowpeas. Since I was over here, I said, let me go ahead and let y'all see them cowpeas. Like I say, a lot of this footage right here is from 2 to 3 weeks ago, and those cowpeas, you should see them now. But in some coming videos, y'all will be able to see them cowpeas. But we just taking a look at these sweet potatoes, looking at the foliage, how it's all died back. But whether they ready or not, we about to harvest these. So y'all come on and help me out, garden crew. This here's the first container. We're gonna check it out and we're gonna see what we got. And we don't know what we're gonna have, but as long as we get some sweet potatoes, we'll be fine with that. When you know it, time I pull the container off, what we got? A bunch of ants. You know, I'm sick of these ants. These ants been a pain in my side the whole season long. So that's what you see me looking at. I'm looking at these ants. I'm going to give y'all a closer look at it in a minute. I'm going to take the camera and I'm going to pull it up closer so y'all can see. Y'all got to look real close now. But yeah, they ain't do no damage to the sweet potatoes. It wasn't that many, but the point is there was ants in the container. I don't know if y'all can see them, but y'all take my word for it. Those ants, they just been a pest all season long. Not only in these sweet potatoes, but just about everywhere in the garden. Y'all, those of y'all that got gardens too, y'all know what I'm talking about. And as y'all can see me harvesting these sweet potatoes, y'all can tell by the last video, y'all know that I removed Strawberry Hills where I'm sitting right there beside. You see Strawberry Hills right there, so that show you right there that this content is before that last video. Because Strawberry Hills is no longer. It is out of there. But as y'all can see me harvesting these sweet potatoes, we got some real small sweet potatoes. I want y'all to think about that I don't know if it was about, I don't know the exact number, but it was a few videos back where I did that video, your garden will disappoint you, and I harvested one of those containers of sweet potatoes. And y'all remember they was small like this. I think these right here did get a little bigger, because what I did was I harvested one container, and so what I said, I was going to give them a little bit more time. And I put me some blood meal in there, not blood meal, some bone meal in there. And I kept watering. I think they stayed in those containers for about another month. And so this is what you see after another month of me adding bone meal and seeing I can get those potatoes a little bit more bigger. I think they got a little bit bigger, but they didn't get big as I wanted them to. But anyway, garden crew, hey, this is how you learn. This is only my second year of growing the sweet potato. Last year had a pretty decent. I only grew one container last year. I'm gonna put a clip in here and let you see the ones from last year. So garden crew, stay tuned. One thing about the garden, there's lessons to be learned. When I first started gardening, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, all this stuff you see me doing on these videos, I didn't know none of that stuff. All of my learning and experience came through me trying and sometimes failing and sometimes not doing as well. As you can see with these sweet potatoes, did pretty good last year, but it's the second year, so we're going to try it again on next year if the Lord see fit. And we're gonna see what we can do. We're going to learn from our possible mistakes that we made. We're going to try to figure out what those were. It's going to be either we didn't put enough amendments in it or we put too much or something. We're going to find out what it is. So if y'all look at my watermelon video, if y'all go back, those of you that been following me for a while, y'all know this is my third year growing watermelon. And the first 2 years, well, the first year I didn't do too well. And the second year, I think I had 1, maybe 2 watermelons. But this year right here, this was the best watermelons that I ever grew. So that's what it takes, garden crew. You got to learn. You got to keep on going. You can't give up. You got to keep going. And that's how you learn. And as you continue to grow and continue to learn from your mistakes and learn what not to do, it'll get better. there's one thing I can say about all three of these containers. They were all consistent. All of them had small potatoes in it. So that tells me right there that all of them, whatever was wrong, all of them had the same problem. So that puts my wheels in motion and makes me think that it either got to be something like the soil didn't have the right amendments in it. Because I had all of these potatoes in these containers for at least 120 plus days. And these are Beauregard. They supposed to be ready at least by 90 days. So I'm thinking whatever it is that went wrong, it went wrong in all of them. Because I didn't have no big ones and smaller. All of these were small. I could see if I would have had some big ones and some small ones. And then that would have been a different. I could have looked at it a little different. But I'm thinking that my mind is telling me that I either had too much amendments, like too much nitrogen, or not enough of something. And also we got to think about now, we had a hot summer. And I try to keep these things watered. They say sweet potatoes like the heat, but I don't think they like that much heat. But those of you, y'all done grow some sweet potatoes and y'all been pretty successful at it. Get in the comments and tell me what y'all think could have went wrong. As y'all been noticing, I've been pulling all these weeds and stuff out this soil every time I harvest a container. That's because y'all about to see me in a little bit. I'm about to recycle this soil. You know, I'm gonna take this soil and I'm gonna replenish my raised bed. And yeah, because you know, after some time your soil will get settled and then you need to add some more soil. So instead of me going out and buying some new soil, which is ain't no such thing as new soil, it's just soil that's been recycled. I don't think the Lord made no new soil. I think all the soil, the same soil, is just being recycled over and over. This is not a new earth. This is the same earth we had, and we got to take care. So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking care of this soil by replenishing it. I'm gonna put some more amendments in it, and I'm gonna put it in my raised bed. Just something to think about going through. Would y'all be going out there buying all them? When they put them sales up there, it's good if you need the soil. It's all right to buy some. But if you got soil and you ain't doing nothing with that soil, you refurbish that soil. You take all them roots and stuff out. Well, you can leave the roots in it because some of them roots still got some nutrients in it. But most of the big roots, you take them out, clean your soil, and put some more amendments in it, and keep it going. I think I need to explain that last comment. When I say it ain't no new soil, what I mean is the materials that you can take and put together to make you some soil. Those materials are still, they just materials that's been around. You like pieces of wood, you take old garden scraps. You take some of your scraps from your kitchen and you put all those in the compost. But see, you already have those things. Those things are not new. Only thing you're doing is putting them things together to make you some soil. So I thought I need to go back and explain that when I say ain't no new soil. You can make you some soil, but you're making them out of some materials that you already got. Alright, garden crew, this is the third and this is the last container. Now I'm gonna tell you something about this last container. I think I probably planted this last container a few weeks after I planted those first two. It's still those potatoes right there, they still been in there. They've been in there at least 90 to 100 days, so they still ought to be ready. And then you about to see this here container, this one didn't really have that many potatoes in it. This didn't have but a few, as y'all about to see. And if y'all paying attention, y'all see me talking to somebody. Well, my wife, she done come out. That's the boss lady. She over there behind the camera. And that's who you talking to, me. And my son, he out there too. So y'all see me grinning, so that's why I'm grinning up. My wife out there. Garden crew, it wasn't a total flop after all. We got some potatoes. We got a bunch of potatoes. They just ain't that big. But guess what? They gonna get ate. We gonna eat them sweet potatoes right there. And y'all just if you want to take something from this video, this is what you need to do. Even though your garden may disappoint you, don't you give up. Because when you give up, you ain't got no more chance at gardening. unless you start back. You don't want to have to start over. You want to keep going and keep learning from what you already learned and keep adding to it. This right here, what you're looking at right here, this is, remember I did the video a couple weeks ago. Your garden disappoints you, well, that's that harvest right there. What you looking at right there. So yeah, don't you give up. You learn from your mistakes and you keep going. And I promise you, it'll get better. Well, garden crew, y'all stuck with me the whole video, and this is what we got. This is our 2025 sweet potato harvest. It wasn't the best harvest, but yeah, we got a harvest. What a way to end the season. But I'm getting ready for the fall plant. So y'all stay tuned on that next video. The next video coming up. I already planted some of my brassicas, so y'all stay tuned for those videos to drop. And as always, you know we're going to have some action. So I appreciate y'all for watching, Garden Crew. And I'm going to see you on the next video. And to those of you that hadn't subscribed, go ahead and click on that like, comment, subscribe button. And remember, this is Garden by the Bone.